When you're playing over a major or minor chord, it's pretty clear which notes will work over the top of it, right? One of the cool things about rock and metal is that they're mainly based around the use of power chords, which are neither major nor minor. As a power chord is comprised of just the root and the fifth of a chord, it makes it kind of harmonically ambiguous, so this actually gives you a lot of freedom when it comes to soloing. So why not take advantage of this fact and treat it as both a major and a minor chord? A master of this is Marty Friedman, who always pays close attention to the chords that he's playing over, and is well known for being particularly adventurous with his melodies and lines. A prime example is his solo in Megadeth's Lucretia. Let's take a listen. As you can see, in the second half of this section, Marty's arpeggiating the chords that he's playing over, but not in a way that you might expect. The progression starts on an F sharp, and Marty begins by outlining a simple F sharp minor arpeggio. He then throws us a curveball and unexpectedly slides straight up to an F sharp major arpeggio. But then he goes right back to an F sharp minor shape, and then slides up to an F sharp minor 7 shape. The chord then changes to an E, and Marty kicks this off by running down an E major arpeggio. He then slides down to the minor 7, shifting gears to a pretty cool dominant sound. He then defies expectations again by playing the G and D in this little part on the top strings, which suggests a minor 7 sound. We then move to a D chord, and Marty runs down, and then back up, a B minor arpeggio, the relative minor of D, which then smoothly transitions into a descending D major arpeggio. Within just these 3 brief bars, there's several switch-ups to the harmony, which I think adds a nice little bit of drama and momentum to the solo. Does one not agree? Now let's have a go at applying this in a practical example. So let's say we have to play a solo over this simple riff of alternating E and D power chords. Of course it can depend on the feel of the song, but your first instinct will probably be to assume the E is an E minor and the D is a D major. This would result in the solo sounding something like this. But what if we were to experiment a bit and play the D as though it were a D minor? And now what if we were to flip the chords each time we came back to them? Once special piece of advice that I'd give when soloing in this manner would be to really make sure that your lines flow smoothly into each other between chords, or it'll just sound like you're really obviously modulating all over the place and you don't really want that, do you? Let me know in the comments if this lesson was helpful for you at all. I'll definitely be doing more in the future, so be sure to press that little button which says subscribe on it.